Oh, whoa, whoa, am I not? Oh, 1 second. Go back to the cars for a second. Let me get myself working first. There we go. There we go. Now I'm working. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Saturday. I am Shua of Shua Pit Cycles here on this channel. You also might know me as Shua Cycles on my former cycling content channel. Back, long time ago in a galaxy very far away. Oops. Yep, let's turn that off. All right. Oh, whoops. Thought I was typing, but I didn't type in. I didn't click in. Yeah, today doing a little bit of a little stream for. I couldn't get it to stop. It won't stop. Shoot. Trying to find background music. Right, let's turn this down too. All right, that shouldn't be too bad for the bots. Yep. So, last couple of weeks I've been trying to study for a exam I got to take in 2 weeks now. The 28th of May. I got a big state exam coming up, and I'm hoping to pass. And so I've been studying for that. And then the cup races, Talladega, I really should have watched, but I was so tired, and I just took a couple of weeks off. It's been kind of same type of racing every week, and not gonna lie, it's been a little frustrating watching it, especially with NASCAR having the same exact response every single time. Where you'll be like, that racing wasn't very good, and then they're like, oh well, 6 lead changes. And it's like, okay, good for you guys. We don't care about the lead changes. We care about the racing. And just as an example, someone posted it on Twitter at one point, like a 2008 race at Talladega, and it was. I mean, we were talking about the last 10 laps, and just watching that, it was very entertaining. Watching like how they build the trains and everything. Work to do, and unfortunately I don't know how much work they're actually planning to do. I know Sadler there was saying that, oh well, what do you want us to? I don't know what we're fixing here. It's like, you're fixing your crappy racing product. That's what you should be fixing. But that's not what we're going to be paying attention to do today. I got a couple of small videos to watch, and I think what I'm going to do for today. I want to go back to studying, and I'm just woke up from a nap, so I'm still kind of a little out of it. So I think we'll get this first video going, and I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee to watch it. So here we go. This first video we have is from someone named Namzi, and it is about. Oops. It is about. Where's the TV? There it is. It is about cars from Chick Hicks' perspective is hilarious. So we're gonna watch this, and we're gonna see if it's videos about cars. This one popped across my feed the other day, and I was like, I feel like I gotta watch that. So here we go.
A story where there is more to life than the endless pursuit of chasing fame and glory. And when you do, you can ultimately be left used up and discouraged.
Oh, whoa. The video is having a heart attack. Calm down, video.
I'd beaten McQueen myself. Oh wait, I have.
But to understand that, let me just put you in his wheels. Now imagine for a second that you are Chick Hicks. You are an American racing car. Quite literally. You've been in this game a very, very, very long time. And one thing that's always frustrated you is that you've never actually won a race that mattered. Sure, you get the points to succeed, but you never get enough to get that sweet piston cup. And that makes you bitter. It makes you desperate. For years, they've touted you as the greatest driver to never win anything. And for years, much to
Denny
your
Hamlin?
chagrin, that has largely been true. You know you're a great driver. And you know you deserve at least one cup in your lifetime. And one year, when you're just minding your own business, a new rookie comes onto the scene, Lightning McQueen. Tale as old as time, a thirsty young blood coming to upset the dynasty of a guy quite literally called the King. Arguably one of the greatest drivers that has ever raced. Except for you, of course. And this year, you, the King, and McQueen fight furiously, tirelessly, and eventually you get to the last race all tied up. A statistical improbability, but it does make a great story. A story where the overlooked veteran finally rises to the occasion and becomes the champion, ushering in new deals and, of course, that sweet Dynaco sponsorship. And all you have to do is beat McQueen and the King by any means necessary. And this race, it goes well. You actually force a pit maneuver onto Lightning, and he is sent straight back to the Shadow Realm. Of course, naturally, that means you're going to have to spin things at the end of the race. This is, you know, something, accident, these things happen, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, doesn't matter. What matters is that you got into second place. And you know that there is at least one surefire way that you can prevent Lightning McQueen from catching up at all.
All mine.
So you cause a wreck. Whoopsies. It's not your fault these other drivers don't know how to punch below the belt. Besides, you're only giving them a little cheeky rub. That's not exactly against the rules. Ah. Well, that's inconvenient. He doesn't even go into the pits. Apparently, actually, he fires his crew chief in the middle of a race. Now, this is something you actually would never do. You do know you are the best driver that's ever lived, but you are only as good as your pit crew. So you keep a plethora of loyal yes men to facilitate your rise. Sure, they are quite literally paid to be there, but still, they're your friends, right? Right? But somehow, Lightning McQueen, practically gets an entire lap on you after you put him into the rear end of the mag. And it's really frustrating because to this point, you had played the race perfectly. You had plausible deniability. And now you're actually going to get overshadowed by a rookie. Like, you're not getting any younger. This is truly a fate worse than death.
Oh no! McQueen has blown a tire! And with only one turn to go!
Holy moly. This is your moment. You can feel it was written in the stars. This is just for you. It's your destiny. This time, you will win the Piston Cup. In fact, you're so focused
He did what in his
on
cup?
winning that you don't even try and stop the King from finishing.
It's too close to call! I don't believe it!
But you have no doubt in your mind that you won. Like, come on. There's no way.
McQueen, seriously, that was some pretty darn nice racing out there.
So you give McQueen another little post-match rub. I mean, after all, half the sport is trash talking, and you are kind of the master.
How do you think I'd look in Dynaco blue?
Dynaco blue!
In your dreams,
Oh, blue!
Thunder, what's he talking about thunder?
You know, because thunder
It always comes after lightning.
Holy crap, he just...
God, I love that movie.
But that is interesting.
Oops.
Thunder, it has a nice ring to it. Thunder might come after lightning, but it is what makes the noise. And in the Chick era, you are going to be making the biggest noise ever. So his lightning just sets you up to make you sound even better. Still, you gonna hate how much attention McQueen gets? And those twins that follow him around?
Twins, Basil, twins.
Anyway, old Lightning bursts onto the stage, completely embarrasses himself. Of course, you are a professional.
But I wouldn't worry about it, because I didn't do it.
Appearances are everything in this sport. And that's why you hate the king. He's frankly way too humble, way too gracious, and just too good to be that uncontroversial. His PR team must be incredible. So it turns out they're going to do another race in a week.
Hey, Rook, first one to California gets Dynaco.
The insane logistics to have a completely separate event on the other side of the country. It's almost as if they need to change the location to develop the narrative in some way. And of course, like, all of this racing is scripted. It's fake. It's all in cahoots to make the king win. Whoever's the fan favorite, they get the Dynaco blue.
Cat, no.
Anyway, you do head off to LA, satisfied that you're
being surrounded
probably
by
going to win.
cats.
No, you're definitely going to win. Turns out McQueen doesn't even arrive in LA. A million thoughts run through your mind, like, is this a tactical thing? And is he going to go to another place to get secret training before eventually coming here and this is all a ruse? Why would he not be coming here if that was not the case? This is like the time to schmooze the Dynaco brands. Like, one of those, like, his loss, right? So you take the opportunity by the horns. You rub elbows with the elite. You schmooze with every schmuck that would listen to you. And you even woo those two twins the McQueen had.
Twins, Basil, twins.
Just goes to show that fans are only loyal to those that give them attention. A parasocial relationship. So leave a comment down below if you want to form a parasocial relationship with me.
Alright, bro, don't be creepy.
Please don't do that. And during this time, you do actually decide
Guy's a
that
Minecraft
leaning into that
YouTuber over here.
thunder idea is the coolest concept in the world. So naturally, you develop a catchphrase that obviously isn't suspicious at all, does not have any connotations. And besides, nothing says original thought
Soft day.
like copying your opponent's entire bit. What did they say about imitation? Oh yeah, it's like the most sincere form of being better than them. After all, anything they can do, you can do better. And actually, McQueen shows up on the day of the race. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's going to make your inevitable victory even more sweet. Really, people do not know what it's like to go second or third every single race. And the one time that you didn't, it's a three-way tie. Like, you are bitter, you are angry, and you are hungry to win.
Angie
so the
chick.
race starts, and you start the banter early. Get inside his mind, and apparently it works, because his head just isn't in it. Clearly he cared about those twins more than you thought. Apparently all you have to do is just beat the old man, and this cup is effectively as good as yours. And in a one-on-one situation, there's no way the king can win. And the queen even spins out just as he catches up to you. Like, talk about rookie moves, man. Just goes to show that no matter how good the rookie may seem, no matter how much fan adoration they may have, adoration that should go to you, of course, when the chips are down and the pressure is on, they crumble every single time. But then you get word on the radio that McQueen's new pit crew chief is the fabulous Hudson Hornet, which is, frankly, what the fuck? So basically, your future greatest rival fires his pit crew chief because he is a prima donna, calls himself a one-man show, disappears off the face of the earth for 1 week, and then comes back with the greatest driver that's ever lived, after you of course, as his crew chief.
You, of course.
What? How could he wrangle that? This is obviously scripted. They were saving the Hudson Hornet for this exact moment. So that way this narrative that they had constructed within the Federation
Turns into
was
a
gonna be
giant
like
conspiracy
this,
theory.
now ushering in a new era with Lightning McQueen.
I didn't know Reddit
It's a
existed
goddamn
in the Cars
psyop.
universe.
So no, you are not going to lose this. You are not going to let them steal another piston cup from you. So the desperation bubbles up. And McQueen gains lap after lap after lap. So you give him another rub down. Sends him back on his way. How?
Well, what do you think of this? Yeah, that's it, kid.
How the fuck does someone know to drive backwards in the middle of a race? Did the Hornet teach him that? It must have been the Hornet, right? No. Apparently it was some rusty tow truck. Like, what? Okay. So you're getting really desperate.
I love the marbles.
Like, really,
That's
really
such
desperate.
attention to detail.
And it's looking like you're going to go third again. That's worse than second. So you give him one last rub down and pop his tyres. Is that illegal? Probably. But right now, you will literally do anything to win.
Yeah.
And if you're up against the Hudson
Rubbin's
Hornet
racing,
and a
baby.
fucking rusty tow truck that knows how to drive backwards, you're going to start playing dirty. But then the yellow flag comes down. And this is actually fine, right? Because you would need a full-on Formula One crew to change those tyres in time, right?
And he had one. Luigi. Pit stop.
So apparently, he just had the fastest pit stop in history. Where the fuck did he find these people?
Guido.
Somehow, he magically has the greatest team in history. All assembled after 1 week. Where were these people hiding? It's not fair. Okay. So you gotta focus on what you can do now.
McQueen's going inside. Chicken, the king are loose.
Okay. You got him on the dirt. There's no way he can get out of that one, right?
McQueen is out of the race.
Now he's ahead of you. How is that not illegal, by the way? How is it not illegal to drive on the grass like that? Like, to use the grass as a shortcut? That should be illegal. And now the old man is
also
stopping you from
is
even
illegal to
getting...
spin people out like
no
that.
way, you ain't gonna let that one go. No way. You have way too much self-respect for that one. And you do what any self-respecting hero does in that situation when
Hero.
their honor and integrity and just everything is on the line.
There he goes.
Oh.
Rusty Wallace.
Holy crap, you actually almost killed him. Okay, it's good. Like, this is a retirement race.
If he was in that
anyway,
style
come
car,
on,
he
like,
would
he has
be
all
dead.
the time in the world after this one to recover and recuperate.
it's a horrible-
Never mind that you effectively just
Horrible crash.
destroyed the car of the brand that you wanted to become a part of. Anyway, Lightning
great
must have
look.
blown his tires out again because he's, a rookie and he doesn't care about his tires apparently, and he stops on the finish line. Just stops right there, giving you the victory. Finally, after all of these years, finally, after every second place and coming in behind that blue tail fin, you win. You get the cup. And for the first time in your life, you are actually the champion, and you are everything that you thought you were. And you can finally bask in your own magnificence. A victory well deserved. So you head back to your crew, and for some reason they don't have mustaches anymore. Like, okay.
Come on, baby, bring it out. Bring out the piston cup. Ka-chicka, ka-chicka. Yeah! Now that's what I'm talking about.
But it seems no one else wants to bask in your glory. Actually, in fact, it seems that most people are upset that you won.
Hey, how come the only one celebrating is me, huh? Where are the girls? Bring on the confetti.
For the girls.
What, because McQueen burst his tires, probably? No, you won fair and square. And if you did do anything illegally, they would have to... They wouldn't be able to give you the cup, would they? Right?
Come on, snap some pictures. I gotta go sign my deal with Dynaco. Ka-chicka, stay with me.
No,
Gotta
finally,
go
no
sign my deal
one
with
can
Dan-
take this
sign my deal
trophy
with
from
Dynaco.
you. Finally, you broke free from the script. They rigged every other race, but not this one. Anyway, with your victory in the bag, you do race for another season or two, but you just take it easy. You already beat McQueen. You already proved that you are the greatest racer of all time. You do what any former athlete does with one singular win under their belt. You become a pundit. And you take every opportunity to
Oh
bash
shit!
McQueen.
Shots fired, Dale.
Storm slams the proverbial door on Lightning McQueen. Oh, I couldn't have enjoyed it more if I'd beaten McQueen myself. Oh wait, I have.
Because, why not? He lost to you. And your ethos is very straightforward. Always attack, never admit defeat, and always claim victory. Who cares if you won because he went back to push the dinosaur across the line? Not your fault he didn't actually just cross the line and go back. He absolutely could have. And of course you
I
make
never
sure you
even
sneak in
realized
you
that,
won
but yeah,
the piston car.
he is the older
Because, you know,
car on the track,
gotta
sponsored
establish
by
your
an oil
authority as
company
not
that has
just the
dinosaurs
greatest
on it.
racer of all time,
It's kind of funny,
but the
actually.
greatest pundit.
Chick picks and chick hits. I'm your host, former and forever Piston Cup champion, Chick Hit.
Anyway, you watch as this new wave of advanced racers take the stage, absolutely smoking McQueen at every opportunity. They would never have smoked you, of course, because you retired well before you could show them what a real racer could do. And he ends up in second, third, every single time. Guess he finally learned what it's like to be like you. Last of his breed, trying to make one last miraculous comeback. And in the pursuit of this, he gets completely annihilated.
Don't call it a comeback.
He did his very own Hudson Hornet, and his racing days are over. It's very clear that without the Hornet, he is nothing. May that legend rest in peace. The second greatest driver of all time. And then again, McQueen disappears for months.
Look at that
Comes
primer.
back, gets a new sponsorship deal, new owners, and then disappears again to train. Only to arrive again at the last minute. Like, haven't we seen this story before? But just like on the inverse? Anyway, he actually doesn't race the entire thing. Like, he gives up and lets some no-name take his place. Which would be completely fine if we had established the narrative as a passing of the torch, and not as a veteran giving one last hurrah to try and recapture that fire within them to come out and just prove that the older generation can still do it. No, now it is just a story of how the older generation is crap, and the younger generation, the only ones that can win. But whatever, he's given up his spot. It's not like he's going to win this trophy. He's not going to win this race. History.
I would argue that racing is not about winning. Racing is about the thrill of the competition and the sport itself. Now, yes, of course, everyone wants to win, and that's what every young kid comes to understand. But as you get older, the more and more you watch and enjoy the sport, the more and more you understand that winning isn't everything. You can be a fan of a driver who his whole career wins 3 races, and you can still like them at the end of the day. You know, guys like Kenny Schrader, guys like Rusty Wallace, guys like that type of character. Someone who's not going to win every race, but they're just kind of fun to watch race. I think Cars really, really is about that fact of racing. Just the whole idea that at the end of the day, it's not just about winning. It's also about the thrill of the sport and the competition.
Only ever remembers the winner. And you were a winner. The winner. Once. And if nobody remembers that, it doesn't matter. Because you remember that. You are Chick Hicks. Forever. But she wins the race. Good driver. McQueen apparently gets a participation trophy. And
he started the
unfortunately,
race.
fired for
You
a
start the
job,
race, you win it
something about
technically.
Inappropriate workplace practices and what? Just because you sniffed a few girls' exhaust fumes? Like, come on.
Twins, Basil. Twins.
If you like the video, please give it a like, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to vote in my weekly poll for the next film perspective that you want to see. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because at 100k I will be cutting and donating my hair to charity, which will be very exciting.
Nice.
Maybe, I guess. I just want to shout out my members real quick, especially Lavender, Zyla, Sam, Alyssa, Lewis, and of course Alan. Thank you guys.
That's a lot of
Have a
people.
great day and have a great life.
That was a great video. He did a really good job. His name is Namzi. Yeah, it was more of just a going back over the story and less actually talking about from Chick's perspective. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I think Cars in general is less about. It's less about. I don't know. It's a very race-centered movie, but I would argue that a lot of it is just talking about life in general. But I love that mentality. I love that ideal. But it's just an empty cup. At the end of the day, if you win that cup, only certain people are going to care. Yeah, your name's going to get written down in history, but there are so many competitors that have come and gone from the sport that honestly, if they'd been with a different team, if they'd had a different car, if they'd had a different opportunity, I think they would have been champions. You have so many drivers that come through the sport every year that are so talented that probably could match up against some of the greats. It's hard. It's hard to know just looking at it from the outside. We are going to watch the Wiscasset Speedway. It looks like this is only a 30-minute video, so I'm going to guess they must have started racing last week and got rained out. So we're going to watch this, and we're going to see how they did last weekend. This just went up yesterday, I do believe. It's only got 10 likes. Let's fix that. Now it's got 11. Oh, they got a lot of sponsors. I think everyone else pretty much rained out last weekend. So, like what it looked like when we were there the other week. You get that 19 car all the way back there in what looks like 7th? I can't remember what that lead car, what number that is. Can you see it as it comes by? I think that one's the 26 or the 20. It might be the 22. I'm going to the book. Let's see, Pro 4s. Oh, Audette's already climbing. And I saw him pass the 7, but I didn't see him pass the other 2 cars. Holy crap. He is coming. I don't know if this is the heat or if this is the race. Yeah, there's a lot of work he's going to have to do to catch that other car, though. That 19's bad fast, though. Bad fast. The Penske Paint Scheme Primer. Yeah, look how much he's already pulled away from that pack behind him. Audette. Depending on how many laps he's got, he could probably catch that lead car, but I think this is a heat, so he's only got 10 laps, so I have a hard time believing he's going to catch him. See if the flagman's got anything in his hand. He's not there quite yet. So maybe this is the feature. Maybe they didn't do any heat races. Well, he's closing on him. He's probably got 5 car lengths on him now. One thing I don't care for about some of this coverage is I wish they'd focus more on the cars up front. But it's so hard to do when you have only one camera, because you try. Look, only I believe that's signaling that they're halfway. what was I going to say? Oh, even like look at Fox. Fox's coverage of racing is so bad because they will focus on two cars out back battling and they don't focus on the leader at all. Even though it's like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. The leader has, has 2 seconds on the car behind them. The car behind them is not catching them. Oh, Audette's got him. He's got him, man. But you could at least just let me see that. Oh, he didn't force his way down low. Oh, yes, he did. He just held his line is all he did. He didn't move. He thought about backing off, but he decided not to. But he didn't touch the 26. He just got his nose in there. But yeah, you see this guy at least focused on that lead, that fight for the lead as it happened. Where Fox will continue focusing on rear cars when a pass is going on up front. And then they'll do something stupid like brake for commercial, like right at like 5 to go. They do the dumbest brakes you've ever seen. Yeah, I forgot that we had trucks tonight. The trucks apparently are racing later tonight. I wish that they'd focus a little bit more on the leaders. Yeah, see, these two are still battling. I'd focus on these two for a bit. Because they're battling hard. And that 26 got back to the 19. That tells you right there how fast that 26 car is. Are those the same car? Those are... Yes, they are the same car. The nose on Audette makes it really hard to tell what his car actually is. But I believe he's one of those little Toyota Siennas or whatever they are. 5 to go. 5 to go. Come on, Audette. Come on, Audette. He didn't quite come from the back like he said he was going to. This is the feature because they only run 10 laps for the mains or for the heats. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Focus on the leaders. What the hell is that 99? I don't think he was there last time we went. That looks like an old Honda. Oh, no, that. He's got him coming out of the corners. I don't know why he's staying up so high. Let's see if his hand out the window. Is that what I just saw? Did Audette have his hand out the window? Like, come on, man. No, it looks like he might have a camera on the side of his car. I thought it was his hand coming out the window. Come on, Audette. White laundry in the air. Bring him home, boys. Bring him home. Let's see if the 26 does anything crazy. No, there's like 3 car lengths. Man, he's got at least 3 car lengths on him coming into the corner. He didn't quite start from the back, but yeah, that was a good win for Audette. They do a great job putting on these videos. That's his second win of the season already. That's a beautiful car, man.
Look at this guy. Zach Audette climbs out for back-to-back wins to kick off the 2025 season. Zach, it was a little bit more exciting there, having to chase down...
He's got his Dale Earnhardt shirt on with his Kevin Harvick fire suit. I love it.
Hit my marks every time, so it was fun racing with him. It's fun racing with these guys. This is, I'm going to call this my redemption year.
Redemption from what?
Oh, it's just the past few years we haven't had really good luck, but this year we have one mission, and that's a point to prove. So we're doing pretty good at that.
Pretty good. He's got a great car for it if that's his goal.
And looking to bring this class back to life. The Thunder 4 is looking strong. Golding.
Opening day I did pretty good in the heat. I got second in the second heat, and I did pretty good. The car was a little weak. The motor blew up. It ran out of oil.
Oh, that'll do it.
At least I finished the race. I think it was great. So
What'd you do for changes to make it so fast tonight?
I had a bent rear spindle.
Secrets.
New spindle on it, and it actually tightened the car up a
He was new to me.
So,
That's done. She went saw its last race again.
yeah, that's the last race on that motor. She may need to be pushed up in there. So,
Well, Michael Golding, I'm glad you got a second on week 2, but going on to your third motor, it sounds like, to kick off the season.
yeah. And I got to thank my sponsors, my dad, my brothers. I got to thank Tina and Dossie, Emily and Sawyer, my girlfriend.
Good job on week 2. And Gunnar Johnson.
Good run, Michael.
Top 3 for week 2.
Good racing.
Group 1, that is.
Clean racing.
I bet you were hoping for a caution to maybe have a little race with them guys.
Yeah, I felt like we were reeling them in a little bit at the end, but yeah, I'm happy with third, so we'll take it for a rainy day.
Yep, we're happy to have you here. Any quick sponsors you want to rattle off?
Yeah, I gotta thank my dad, Glenn's Garage, Raw Belly Excavation, Katie's Cleaning Service. Also got Mike Golfer on the hood. We lost him in February to cancer, so I want to give a shout out to him. Know that we're thinking of him, so that's about it.
Who was that that finished?
Remember Mike Oliver dearly, so certainly missed. Great memorial on the
And that makes us so. We will
Don't you
be
dance
on
on my
your
roof.
because we know
Oh.
it's the shingle most important part of your home. Shingle most important part of your home.
I wonder if OSHA cares
At
about
Wallace
this.
Roofing, we know that a good roof is not just overhead; it's the life of the party.
You know what I mean? That video right there. I feel like OSHA would see that and have a field day with it. What?
Time to consider your future begins today. Entry-level trade positions now starting at $23.50 an hour and up to $28.19 an hour with experience. Same incredible benefits and career growth opportunities from high school graduation to an exciting career change. This is your time.
If you are a Subaru enthusiast and you haven't
Nope.
shopped Norm's used cars in Wiscasset,
Not a big fan of that 4-banger engine. All right, we are actually going to skip the ads. I'm sorry. Please support all these businesses if you live in Maine, but most people don't live in Maine, so statistically speaking. All right, here we go. Some pro stocks. They were definitely making sure they got their big races in before the rain flew. Oh, the 41's back like mid-pack. Wow. They must not have qualified. Or 2 weekends ago. Oh, whoa. That 40 just got shuffled out of line. What just happened? 41. Oh, the 41 slid out of place. The 41 slid up and slid the 47 out of place, which put the 40 behind the 8 ball to do, so we did both. That sucks. The 41 car was so fast. I can't imagine that, unless he gets really stuck behind lap traffic, I can't imagine him not being a contender for the... Oh no, somebody spun out back. Did he have some help? Oh, we're not going to be able to see it because the camera was focused too far forward. That's all good. It looks like he definitely had some help. It looks like he probably spun off the nose of one of those cars that went right past him. Looks like he's got a flat front. Wow, they stayed green. These guys are really good about staying green. Oh, did the 15 and the 2 touch? It looked like the 02 and the 15 kind of got a little out of whack after that last turn. 41 sideways. Here comes the 41. Charging for the front. That 07 is gone. Now the 41's just... Oh. Yeah, that pack out back there is having trouble navigating. Anytime anything comes up, they all just kind of bunch up and run into each other. The 41's trying to pass high. Oh no, he's getting past. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh no! How did they all three make it out of that? I think someone must have lifted. And it was probably that orange car. Because the 41 was just sandwiched between those two. Tell you what, that 41 car is not friends with that 47. They are not having a grand old time right now. I love these cars. I honestly think the Cup Series should go to a car like this. Maybe with a little bit of a better engine. That 07 that's a fast car. Which is good to see because that rear end got wrecked last week, 2 weekends ago. But you always like to see that car come back and be better than it was. One of the really cool things I love about Wiscasset is how clear you can see all the way around the track from pretty much any seat track, as if you were halfway up the grandstands. Whereas some tracks, you just don't get that. Lee, I've noticed you do not get that when you're down near the bottom. You can't see the bottom of the opposite front stretch. You lose cars quite a bit. Beech Ridge was like that too. Beech Ridge banking in the turns, where Beech Ridge was pretty much entirely flat. I'd love to watch more Beech Ridge stuff, but for me it's so hard to find scoring charts, and I hate just being like, oh, that 22 car. I like to be able to say, oh, that's Dustin James, and he's racing for his father's team. And this is his third win here at Beech Ridge. I like having that kind of stuff while I'm watching races. So watching old Beech Ridge races is kind of hard. Oh no! Oh no! Who spun him? Who spun him? Oh, I missed that. I missed that. Who spun? Oh my gosh! No one spun him. He spun himself. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe.
Thank you guys for your patience and understanding. This Pro Stock race is official at 25 laps complete. As race rules dictate, any races ended by rain past halfway.
Yep, that is it.
rest of the cars to the pit. And Nick Huff's going to get a quick top 3 interview down there at Victory Lane.
Yeah, Nick Hinckley, everybody, make some noise for the 15. Winner of week 2, Nick. Man, had a long ways to go to reel down the 07, and then there was actually a very heated battle with you and Matty Mears caught behind the 2-wide battle in front of you. Must have been getting a little impatient, huh?
Yeah, I just knew the rain was coming, so just really had to get going. Honestly, the car was great, so even I think if it wouldn't have got shorted, I think we had them covered. But got to think, distance first off, we tried some stuff. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot last week, so I think we're back on the page where we want to be. And Ideal Portable Toilets, they're the best in the business. They help me out. And also everybody down in the pits, my wife, my father, both my boys, thank you.
Nick Hinckley, 2-time Pro Stock champion, looking for a 3rd Pro Stock championship here.
Good work, my friend.
Oh man, Nick Calvert, I saw you on Facebook. You said this was your week of redemption after upsetting opening day. And
second, I got 3rd last year, so second top 3, which is still a huge accomplishment.
For sure, but I know a lot of people were rooting for you for that win there. You led a lot of laps and looked stout.
Yeah, I think the rain came in a little bit. I got a little sideways. Hinkley caught me. I wasn't going to race him hard because I wasn't confident in the track. I got to give this one to my mom. She's actually in hospice care right now. So
Oof.
she's losing here shortly. So this one's for her.
Hey, that was a good race though, Nick. Good race.
Yeah, I want to thank Ward Water, Dan's, HVAC Man, A-Team Realty, and Mud City Dive Service.
All right, Nick Calvert, everybody, give him a round of applause for his 2nd top 3 in the Pro Stock division, 2nd career top 3. Well, Kelly Moore, you and Logan had a great battle going on. Laps before the spin.
Around the outside, pretty soon they hauled it pretty wide, and Logan come up into me, and we made some contact, and I don't know, it was kind of crazy there for a while, but you know, we all made it through it. It didn't, no one spun, so that was a good thing. It was good hard racing. I know Logan. I don't know who got up on the inside of Logan, maybe the 9, I'm not sure, but it was fun.
That was an intense one, man.
No, certainly didn't. And then, yeah, I just wanted to clarify, there wasn't any contact over here with you and Logan. You certainly spun by yourself. Probably didn't need to keep going.
No, it didn't. I was hollering 3-4 laps before that. I couldn't go to the outside. It was too wet out there. That's why I was behind the 07. Then I finally set out, and you saw what happened when I set out. I just went backwards. Even Logan and I got battling, and good run.
We're glad you showed up, Kelly. Who do you want to thank for sponsoring the 47 ride?
Yeah, Epoxy Floors and all that stood behind us for the last couple of years. They're really proud to have.
I'm pretty sure he's beat Ridgelon.
And Plant Seafood right here from Bath, Maine. Danny Plant, great guy. He supported us the last 4 or 5 years, and just happy to have him on. And of course, yeah, Finish Line Floors, my son's company. Thank you.
Yeah, Kelly, we're glad that you make the trek, because you could be just retired and staying in Florida, couldn't you? But you come up here for other reasons and also enjoying Wiscasset.
Yeah, we came up. We come up Thursday night. We'll go home, go back to Florida Monday morning.
All right, we're glad you come here, Kelly.
Right. So that's your 2nd week right there of actual racing. They didn't get any racing done last week. So they didn't race. Hopefully they'll race next week. They didn't race. Gunnar Joslin, 25. I don't remember the 25. He might not have raced that week I went. That kid definitely did in the 26. Definitely did. Yep, he was there. He raced. I just don't remember that 25. I love these cars. I would have loved to see more of these. So hopefully they race in 2 weeks. I love that Mike Wallace paint scheme. He's Jacoby. He is fast. So the 41 is still in 2nd in points, even though he gained no points today. Oh, or wait, are they tied for 1st? They're tied for 1st. Gotcha. which is kind of surprising because the 41 finished what, third? Man, am I crazy? Am I looking at this wrong? No, they're tied for first. Where Hinckley must have finished pretty well last weekend or 2 weekends ago in order to be tied for first. Don't really care for the music. The 4 is still in. Yeah, John Ricky. It's freaking awesome. It's weird that they gave like certain series the I would have honestly personally raced the mods and the super streets, but you know, it is what it is. Well, we'll look forward to seeing more next week. I don't believe that they were raced at all last weekend. Did they upload week 2? No, week 1 and week 3. That's all we got so far. So hopefully we get some more here at some point. We'll save the Dale Earnhardt concussions for next time. I think I'm going to call it good for right now. I'm going to get off of here. Everyone, thank you for watching the VOD later if you do. I appreciate everyone who does watch. And I will get out of here. And you guys have a good afternoon. Enjoy the trucks.